Last week, we published one video showcasing our new MCP server that allows to, well, it exposed two kind of actions. The first one is to allow to run arbitrary code that any LLM could generate, and this allows to run in a secure and scalable environment. But it also allows to expose any MCP tool that you may create in YepCode. Okay? In the video, we showcasing how you could use one service API to create one tool with a small snippet of JavaScript or Python and expose that as an MCP tool. We use Theirstack, that is a platform that allows to find job postings, and this is used as by signals. No, when some companies hiring a person specialized in, let's say, LLMs, for sure that you may offer them a solution that covers the pain points that they are trying to cover with that position. One of the founders of Theirstack, like in the video, asking for a more complex workflow. In this demo, we just use the MCP tool to find job postings, but he pointed a typical workflow, no, where one company could be using Theirstack to find job postings, and then visit that company website to write a personalized cold email, and maybe using Apollo to find one contact to outreach, no, and send them one connection or send them one message. So we decided to implement this fully working scenario. Okay. To do that, we have used Latitude. The Latitude is a platform that allows to manage prompts in a very fancy way. You can evaluate, refine, pass a training set over a prompt. I recommend to have a look to the platform. But Latitude also allows to create AI agents. Okay, so we create an account in Latitude, and here is the prompt of the agent we created. Okay. Uh, in Latitude, you may connect some tools, no? And we have added YepCode MCP as a new tool for this Latitude agent. Okay, right now they are starting the MCP server, and we could see the actions, the tools that we expose. That in fact are the ones that we have in our account that are tagged with the MCP tool. In this case, the job search tool that it receives some filters to look for jobs, and then on the code we just use the Theirstack API with our AP key stored in a secure way to retrieve job postings. Okay. We also have the Apollo tool to look for people, and also we have a linear creative suite tool. Okay, so we can go back to Latitude and we can enable the tools that we want to design to use. In this case, the Apollo, the Theirstack, and also the linear one. Okay, and on the agent prompt, we tell him to follow a workflow. No? Mainly is the one that Christian mentioned on his comment, that use Theirstack API to look for some job signals that you may pass as parameters to this agent. And we also explain our value proposition. And then we ask to use the Apollo tool to find some contact and visit the web page and draft a call email. And as output, well, we could just send the email, but we prefer to create a linear issue with all the retrieved information, just in case some of our SDRs or account executives wants to finish this process. No, we didn't want here to start to send the emails on an autonomous way. But it could be done because in fact we already have one email sender tool that it also allows to receive information to send an email, in this case implemented in Python. Okay. So if we fill the agent parameters, our value proposition, the job signals we want to use, the company employee count, this will be used to filter the companies, and some roles of the person to find in Apollo. If we run this agent, Okay, Latitude will start to call the tools. And in fact, if we go to our YepCode account, we can see that right now it has started one execution of this job, and the output is the job postings. Okay, if we go back here, we may see that Latitude has received the execution finish, all the expected jobs for some companies. Okay, and the agent is keeping with this workflow that okay is picking the now is looking for companies for people on the companies. If we go to executions, here is the execution for this company on this role, and we can see the output on YepCode. So here, if we go back to the agent, it's still running. We asked if he has some problems finding some contact that jump to the next company. You could have a look to the floor full prompt in a deep way. Okay. Um, yeah, here it has finished because right now it's creating the linear issue like we have said, and the linear should have all of this information. So if we go to our linear here, we have this new issue. And here we have all the details. Look that we asked for the job signal, the list of phone companies, the selected company, the job post title, and also the call email that the agent has drafted. So here we may see the companies, then the one that he picked with the motivation, and then we can see one engineer manager that he has found on Apollo. In fact, we have here the Apollo URL to access to the email of this person, and also the mail drafted with all the value proposal. He explains that at YepCode we can provide this secure entrepreneurial platform. The call email also have some plain concepts in this case context. So it's a very quick way to have this agent, and you could be running this in your usual outreach sales workflow. Okay. Well, I hope you have found this video interesting. Looking forward to have you on board YepCode building more MCP tools. Bye bye.